Well, Paul, welcome to the South. We didn't go to a coffee shop today.
I'm so glad. It smells and feels amazing. You can just feel the history in the state of Virginia. And it's kind of ironic because the group we're visiting today has been around for 100 years.
I mean, can you imagine multiple depressions, multiple world wars, all the political change, the human stories that go on in 100 years? I mean, that is a lot.
It sure is. And the truth is, a lot can happen in 100 years. If you've ever bought a car, you probably have thoughts about car dealers.
Some of those might be good. Some of those a little more complicated.
We get it. Car dealerships don't always have the best reputation, but we wanted to know, is the legend still reality?
This isn't a makeover show, it's not a roast. It's a raw look inside dealerships across the country.
This is the truth about car dealers. Honestly, took longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
In order to understand where you're going, you need to look back at where you've been.
So we sat down with Carter Myers and his daughter, Liza Borches, the third and fourth generations of Carter Myers Auto Group.
They met us at a coffee shop and former car dealership in Petersburg, Virginia, where the group got its start all the way back in 1902.
It was Stockdale Myers Hardware Company, started in 1902 by my grandfather and John Stockdale. Hardware, sawmill equipment, and then actually manufactured a couple trucks. And Ford gave my grandfather the franchise, but he had to close the hardware corporation and start a new corporation. So we say we're 100 years old, but as a fourth-generation family business now, we go back to 1902.
Wow.
As a hardware business.
So we're in front of what was the original store.
Yes, this was the showroom that was originally the hardware store where we saw sawmill equipment.
Unbelievable.
As Liza and I were wrapping up, something unexpected happened. The current building owner came walking around the corner and offered to open up the locked building for us. Little did we know that neither Liza or Carter had ever been inside.
It was like stepping into a time machine where the service department was actually on the top floor.
So that's the elevator right here.
Okay.
In that is a car elevator.
Yes.
So they would bring the cars up a ramp. Model T comes in there, swings around here, goes up to the third floor to get work done.
Yes.
Oh, man.
That's cool.
Hard to believe here. Almost 83 years old, and I'm finally getting to go through the whole building.
I know it.
You think about technicians' bathrooms today, they're not much different.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable. So in 1932, the Depression was just beating the heck out of us. I don't think the company would have made it except my grandfather's sister, as a single female in the 1920s. She owned 75% of our company.
No way.
It was Elizabeth, right?
Elizabeth Myers.
The first Liza.
Wow.
She didn't go by Liza, but we believe we were the first female-owned dealership in the country.
Late 60s or early 70s. And she said that my father was a Southern leader and needed to get behind the civil rights movement. And my father hired the first black salesman in Southside Virginia.
Wow.
And his name was Irwin Avery. It changed our business overnight. He was a wonderful asset to our company.
Super creative.
I came back from lunch and I walked in the showroom, and as I walked in, I looked right outside the showroom was a car with the parking lights on. And I said, Avery, why's that car got the lights on right there? He said, Mr. Myers, let me explain to you. Those parking lights make that car look alive. I've got a customer coming in, and he's gonna look out that window, and that car's got a little life to it.
That is brilliant.
It is.
That's practical brilliance. We then took a quick jump from past to present with a short drive north to CMA's Richmond campus.
I was 17 years old. I had just graduated from high school. I'm not going to tell you what year that was. I came to a little rental company that was owned by CMA back in the day.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And I was hired for a 2-week temp job to answer the phones. And they just poured into me.
Very cool.
And so after 2 weeks, they did not hire a receptionist, they hired me.
Wow.
Very cool.
I separated from CMA when they sold the rental company, and I went to Ryder Logistics, but it didn't feel the same. I didn't have the same passion for that business that I had at the rental company. I knew that I wanted to come back, but I wanted to come back when I could bring something that nobody else could.
Why do you feel like that was your drive? Like, I want to bring something that no one else can, because I think that's a kind of an uncommon way to approach a new position.
It's how I grew up at CMA, because even back then, we provided an uncommon level of care. We put people first, and they loved our service because we provided something nobody else did, personal service. So I wanted to bring something to Liza that nobody else could. She brought up this idea of a corporate recruiter because the company was growing and our managers have so many deliverables. There's no bandwidth for writing job descriptions that are really catchy and making time to weed through resumes. Let's bring in a person that can do all the foundation work and then present to the managers. These are my 3 top picks. Let's set up some interviews and you just pick one.
So basically you're saying you would be able to bring something that no one else could to the organization.
So Francis, tell us a little bit about what's going on in this shop. There's a lot of people here. What are we doing?
So this is called the Apprentice Experience Day. All 12 of these seniors have shown an interest in our apprenticeship program. They're invited to watch, they're invited to help. The apprenticeship program with CMA allows them to earn while they learn. So if they're chosen, they'll apply in January. If they're selected for one of our slots, they literally will get paid just like every other technician in the building while they're learning. So unlike graduating with a bunch of student debt and everything, they will graduate and move into their career at CMA with already having a career with benefits.
In this line of business, no one knows everything. One of the things I always tell my students, the biggest quality that you can bring into a shop is humility.
I've worked in the service department, so I know that a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous job.
It is.
And you all had a situation where someone unfortunately had a pretty serious accident.
Yes. That's a really tough one to talk about. Donnie, he and I kind of, really oddly, we've been together since 7th grade. So we went from junior high to high school to here.
No way.
You know, as years went on, he said, I want to teach. So part of the role was that we would get him in the shop and take the young guys and teach them how to do oil changes, tire rotations, what to look for brakes and stuff. And the incident happened where the kid pulled in and he, instead of taking it slow, he gunned it. So the car came through and it just pinned him between 2 cars.
I've always coached sports.
Okay.
So with that, the younger generation, I try to coach them along, try to bring them up to do things the right way, be professional about it. Even though they're young, it still needs to be done right. Don't know what happened. Either the guy hit the gas by mistake or it was a stick shift and his foot must have slipped off the clutch. I don't know, but I got pinned in between 2 cars.
We had a technician jump in, put the tourniquet on, saved his life. Thank God he's alive because it could have gone so much worse than it did. You would never find anybody to take it like he did and just smile. He's still coaching, he's still teaching, he's still helping in the office, he's still, wherever you need him, he's there.
They sent cards basically until I came back to work, just saying, hey, we miss you, hurry back, get well.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was a support here. It is a family atmosphere here.
And it's because of CMA again. When you get that in your blood, and you've got that family and that connection, it's hard to let go.
After some great conversations, we were craving some competition.
With all the talk about multiple generations, it was the perfect time to find out who knew more about generational slang.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Al Pretzel. I am your host today for our game show and competition that we do in every single episode with Paul and Kyle. Our game today is Slang Fest, because I like how that sounds. Our first word is bread. Kyle?
It's really good, it's tasty.
That's not a definition.
Let's say it. 1, 2, 3.
Money.
Money.
Beth Blaylock, and I go by Teach.
Teach. You're going to teach us something today. My friend, what's your name?
My name's Steven.
The word is dusty.
Old.
Old. That's a win.
My name is Evan. My name is Kadarius.
The word is jalopy. You may have jumped the gun on that one. Yeah.
Okay. We call it a junker car, an old car.
Junker car, old car, is that correct? It is so correct. Phantom tax.
Say the word again.
Sorry?
Phantom tax comes from a streamer. He just goes and takes people's stuff.
That is correct. Wow.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Wow. Duck soup. The word is beezer. The word is dogs. Oh my God.
The lowest of the low, like they're just nothing.
I think you got it wrong.
Not correct. The blue team can steal it collectively. Do you want to come up to the table?
It's like your friends.
Your
like
homies,
your
your
homies,
people,
your best
my
friends
dog.
that you hang out with.
Incorrect.
Where my dog's at?
Term from the 1920s means feet.
Hold on a minute.
Feet. My dog's hurt.
Okay.
The phrase is on fleek.
Yes.
In style.
Correct answer.
Yes.
Blue team wins.
See, I think we won it with dogs.
I don't think you
So
did.
do I.
We did too.
I heard a story, and it has to do with you writing a resignation letter to your father.
Oh, well, you know, see, I had my uncle was the general manager, and I was kind of under him. I was a little bit aggressive and wanted to kind of get ahead, and I told Dad, if we don't get things worked out, I'm gonna leave.
With you and your uncle.
You sometimes have these moments where like, I don't really want to be in the family business. Did you go through that ever?
Oh, I did. I actually was not planning on being in the family business. I saw a lot of the stress that the business can put on an owner, especially when you're in expansion mode. And I wasn't seeing the love for people side of the business at that point.
A few years ago, we had a family loss. And it really impacted me. You know, I was in sales. I've been in sales and customer service and transportation all of my career. And in the wake of that loss, I just didn't want to be a salesperson anymore. I didn't want to just make money. I needed to find a work that had purpose. If I had my name tag on, you would see my word of the year, my first year at CMA was purpose. Because I found my purpose in this role.
You know, back in those days, fathers worked, mothers raised the kids. So I didn't really get to know my father until I came back. So I come back here after graduating college, and I really got to know my father.
Once I went out and traveled the country working for Honda and calling on dealers, I really got to see the impact that those dealers were having on the employees in their business, the community that they served, the customers that they were able to help every single day. And it really opened my eyes to the impact that our industry has on every single person in this country.
We were going on a vacation, and Liza went with us, and my mother comes up and says, I think Liza might want to talk to you about coming back to the company. And boy, that was the greatest day. And so Liza and I talked, and she decided to come back.
When I first met my husband, we were living in Southern California, and I said, I'm never moving back to Charlottesville. I'm never going to work in the family company. I might get married one day, but I'm never having kids. That was what I told him.
And now?
Now we live in Charlottesville. We're married with 2 children and work at CMA.
So you've been with the organization how long now?
29 years.
29 years. So over that 29 years, there's been just a couple changes, right?
Just a few, just a few.
This is a place you just, when it gets in your blood, you don't want to leave. It's the culture, it's the people, it's the It's the Lizas, the Carters. It's a family. It truly is a family.
We get to build relationships over time. It's so nice that I have people that come and see me. They ask about my kids. I know their kids' names, so it's just really good relationships that I get to build over time with them. CMA has been absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, one of my sons has seizures, so if he gets sick, sometimes he'll have a seizure. First one actually happened when I was away in Boston for a Subaru event, and Liza herself reached out and said, do you need help getting back home? Like, what's going on? Like, do you need anything? So they've been very, very loving, very caring. They've just been very supportive and understanding that I am a new mom, but still wanting to push me to better my career.
In 1979, Carter felt it was time to take his passion for his employees and community and transfer that into the ownership of the group.
In a bold move that was way ahead of his time, Carter created an employee stock ownership plan to give ownership of the group over to the employees. Your father is the one that started this ESOP, employee-owned stock. What is it?
Employee Stock Ownership Plan, ESOP. In the 1970s, if you look to see what the stock market did, from 1970 to 1980, it was almost perfectly flat. And he said, so we're taking the profits out of the company, sharing them with our associates, and investing them in a stock market that's doing nothing. He's like, there's gotta be a better way. If we took that money and invested it in CMA, and we all were striving for the same thing and making the company better and stronger and more viable, that they would get a better return on their money. You know, everything we talk about is owners just care more. You have to believe that when you own something, you're going to make sure that it's very well taken care of.
You have a little bit of a special place because you've been here 29 years.
We just celebrated our 100 years and they released the list. I'm number 26.
Wow.
So, but I will tell you that every year they have an owners meeting and you leave with this report that tells you that this is going directly into your future, your family's future, and that means so much.
The first purchase the ESOP made was we moved the profit sharing plan into the ESOP, and the ESOP bought stock in the company, which gave us cash to buy the Chevy store in Chester.
Borrowed from yourself.
Yeah, borrowed from ourselves and invested in ourselves, and that's how the ESOP began.
When they used to say owners do more and now owners care more, it really is a thing where you care more because you have such a stake in the business. And it also means that they care about us too, that they're not just worried about their pockets, they're worried about us and our stake in it.
The singular word is care, and how we can weave that into everything we do, whether it's an interaction with a guest on a showroom or an online conversation or on the phone, is to express that that we care and we're owners, and that if you're going to go and scream from the mountaintop that this is who we are or what we're about, you got to deliver on it, right? You've made that promise.
Man, I wish Paul was a part of that conversation.
It would have been good.
He's the brand guy.
Where is he?
I don't know where he is.
He could be out back. And we could check.
Paul! Paul! Dude!
What are you doing?
Are you kidding me? We're gonna find you one day and you're just gonna be peeling plastic at
Which would be a good
dealerships.
day for me.
It's so smooth.
It's
okay.
good. It's better than you remember.
All right. Oh, they've upgraded that. Oh, the little like pop feel. Oh!
Tactile with Jason, have you done?
It's been a long time.
It gets you some plastic, man. It's a thing.
See,
you need a plastic puller like for other episodes that could travel, or?
Here, I'll take this. I'm gonna put this in my collection. You know what? I got finished.
Oh my goodness.
This guy. Oh my gosh.
That one felt extra special. With all this care inside the organization, it's no surprise it spills out into the community.
CMA is regularly found giving back to the community through annual bike drives, food drives, and just stepping up wherever they can.
Giving Words takes vehicles from car dealerships or donations and gives them to the family that need it. We donate the car to Giving Words. They fix it mechanically, make it safe, and we donate it to the women.
Their main thing that they do is helping mothers have reliable transportation. If you don't have a way to get to work, you don't have a way to get your kids to school or extracurriculars, that affects every single aspect of your life.
The mothers come with their children, and it's like Christmas on steroids. It is such an amazing day.
My mom was a single parent for about 12 years. There was a time we ran out of gas on the side of the road, and so we were like sitting there, and a man pulled up luckily a very nice guy and ran and got us gas. I can't imagine if I've got kids in the car and I'm on the side of the road and what am I supposed to do? How do I take care of them, take care of whatever we're going to do next?
You think about people where they've had a few bumps in the road and they can't really spend money on fixing their car. So they'd rather put groceries on the table than take care of their brakes and their tires. We want to eliminate that if we can. We want them to be safe and happy and feel good about themselves.
Liza's dad actually donated his car and they were able to give it away. And they told the mom at the giveaway, hey, if anything's wrong with it, if you have any concerns, you just bring it back here. She brought it back, she smelled something funny, something like that. They fixed it. Giving Words didn't even know about it. They've been able to connect. That mom feels like she's supported by additional people, and that's equally as big to me.
In a way, the next generation is doing the same thing that has been done for over 100 years.
Asking the question, how can we deepen our relationships so that we can take better care of people?
If you take the whole history of our company, it's just one relationship story after another. You'll see, I have my name badge. Everybody puts a word for the year. So every year, the company has a new word for the year and people pick a new word. I said, Liza, I can't change my word. Relationships is on my thing. It's too important to our company.
It's just amazing when you start peeling back layers of humans that you work with and you're like, wow, they're not just employees. You got to make them feel the same way that what Liza's taught and Carter's taught us, how to appreciate people as people.
Is when we study our history and we realize all of the different moments over 100 years that built us to where we are now, the good moments and the bad moments, makes us realize that this moment right now is contributing to where we might be. Maybe it'll be 100 years from now.
Yeah.
Certainly 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now. And so I think your history actually makes you more reflective on the importance of the moment.
So that's what 100 years looks like.
Man, looks like they are keyed up for 100 more, actually.
Big question. What are we gonna do? New wave or old school?
You know what we gotta do.
Old school.